Kaguya-sama is currently my favorite anime manga, tied for the first place slot with Code Geass, so of course, I have been itching to make a video on this topic. I wanted to start a series where I introduce a show to people who haven't seen it yet, and try to keep it as spoiler-free as possible, so what better way to do that than by reading my review of the show back from when I first watched it. So if you've been wanting to watch Kaguya-sama, or are just looking for a new show to watch in general, then this is the video for you. The premise of the show is that the main characters, Vice President Kaguya Shinomiya and President Miyuki Shirogane of the Student Council, like each other, but they are too prideful to admit it, due to their shared belief of the fact that the person who admits their feelings first will lose, and have the underhand in the relationship. The premise alone is wildly entertaining enough, but the way the show handles this conundrum is why it shines so bright. There is never a single moment of dullness when watching an episode of Kaguya-sama Love is War because of the constant mix of character development, comedic elements, romance, and a plethora of other factors all wrapped up into a bento box of pure entertainment. This show takes those minor feelings that we experience when we have a crush on someone and realizes them in a way that conveys how drastic they feel at the time in an over-the-top, extravagant, and extremely amusing fashion. Every character in the cast is extremely likable and fleshed out with their own unique quirks, resulting in each individual character interaction providing a different element to the show. The contrasting tones are implemented perfectly due to the nature of the episodes being broken down into different battles, where certain characters win and others lose. This drives the character development in a way that allows the viewers to experience a variety of emotions and plots at an engaging pace without it feeling jarring. The way the characters react to different scenarios is what caused me to tune back in every week. For example, Kaguya and Miyuki would like to walk together under the same umbrella, but they don't want to be the one to suggest it. So naturally, this turns into a Death Note type battle of the minds where they each try to force the other's hand into suggesting that they use the same umbrella, using weeks of research and complicated verbal traps. The result is a wildly entertaining mental battle with calculated techniques that usually ends up with the uncontrollable variable, Secretary Fujiwara, throwing the whole ordeal into chaos. Kaguya is an amazing character because of her entertaining mannerisms and her constant struggle to accept her feelings due to her isolated and emotionless upbringing. Watching her learn, grow, and experience things keeps you on the edge of your seat due to her naive and easily flustered nature. Her counterpart, Shirogane, is just as enjoyable due to his lack of love experience and the hilarious advice that he and Kaguya give to the other students. His relationship with his family, his determined personality, and his core philosophy that is revealed later in the manga make him stand above most other male protagonists. Miyuki's relationship with the secretary, Chika Fujiwara, is one of the most endearing ones in the whole show due to some wildly entertaining training sequences. Fujiwara adds the element of chaos theory to the precise and calculated battle of the minds. Her presence always results in a refreshing comedic tone shift without becoming a predictable gag character. The vibrant narrator really takes the show to another level. He is just as much of a character as the rest of the cast. The breakout star of the show is the assistant to Kaguya, Ai Hayasaka. She captures the audience's attention whenever she's on screen because of her realistic attitude towards Kaguya and Shirogane's relationship, and of course her memeable moments. The Student Council Treasurer, Ishigami, gives a lot of viewers a character they can relate to, because of his introverted nature coupled with a god-tier story arc that will bring tears to your eyes. Miko Ino is another main character introduced later in the story, who runs against Shirogane for the position of president, leading to an extremely entertaining and fundamental story arc. My personal favorite side character, Kei Shirogane, contrasts the typical little sister trope and stars in some of the most entertaining scenes along with her unemployed father. Shirogane's dad, who shares the same voice actor as Dio, becomes a fan favorite the second he steps on the screen, and only gets better as time goes on. Having Dio as your unemployed and extremely embarrassing dad, what more could you want? Love is War is so incredible due to the outlandish characters, the lively sound design, the exaggerated skits, and the beautiful art. The show captures the essence of embarrassment in everyday scenarios, which keeps the viewer invested and allows them to relate, while depicting these scenarios in an over-the-top manner to capture how things truly feel in the moment. The show also features the iconic Chika dance sequence that you've definitely seen everywhere on YouTube, along with beautifully crafted openings and endings. In summary, give this show a chance. I guarantee you will fall in love with the characters and the extreme scenarios. I desperately looked forward to each episode and was never disappointed, with each one ending up delivering exactly what I wanted, things I didn't even know I needed, and more. Every single week I walked away completely fulfilled with a sense of wholesomeness that I haven't experienced from any other show. I am also current in the manga and can say that it is a definitive 10 out of 10, and features story arcs that don't appear in the anime, so if you like reading manga or have already seen Love is War, then consider checking that out too. The winner of this battle is you, the viewer, for discovering an amazing show and hearing me out. Hey! If you liked this recommendation, consider subscribing for more in the future. Let me know your thoughts on Love is War down in the comments below, and also let me know which shows I should cover in the future.